Welcome to Mic'd Up and Misinformed with your hosts Lunch Money
Mad Dog.
and we're gonna break down and give you our NFL picks and our UFC picks
Yeah,
this week.
baby, for sure. And this week we both did well. Like the UFC went down to the last fight. RDR just didn't look good. I don't know if it was conditioning or maybe he was sick a few weeks earlier because he just got exhausted and his corner threw in the towel. But up to that point, we were doing good. You even hit your underdog play.
Bruno Silva
Yeah,
hit. I took that as a straight bet. That was plus 185, so that would have like been profitable for my two plays because I did the Bruno Silva and then the parlay with
yeah,
Mallet who won, beat Holland, and then I had
yeah,
DeRitter. And you're right, man. It's frustrating because I'm hearing all the excuses, and I don't really buy much
yeah,
excuses when it comes to UFC fighters after they lose. But DeRitter did look really good in the first round. I thought he had an opportunity to pull off a
yeah,
sub, but then he just died out, and Allen's cardio really
yeah.
picked up throughout the fight. And props to him, he won fair
He
and
went fair
square,
and
and
square.
Allen looked like a real
Yep,
contender.
agreed, dude. Yeah, RDR, I don't know what happened. He looked good, and then he literally just he couldn't get up after the third round and the fourth round. I mean, his corner almost had to help him off the mat. It was so bad. And they're like, "Are you okay?" And he's just shaking his head. And they're like, "That's it, dude. Done. Sorry, bro."
Yeah, he mentally checked
Yeah,
out for sure. And you know what? I will say this, like Allen won fair and
yeah,
square, and RDR, it was RDR's choice to stay this
yeah.
active, but I do believe fighting 5 times in a
It's
year,
crazy.
is a lot for any UFC fighter, especially somebody of DeRitter who is fighting, a lot of
Yeah,
big names. His last fight was
yeah,
Whitaker. So I feel like he just kind of overdid it, and I think a nice layoff will be nice for him, and then to come back and hopefully I'm thinking he'll at least get a top
yeah.
seven guy. I think he still has big name value for
So
sure.
unfortunately, I lost both of my parlays, NFL and the UFC. And then even with you missing your second parlay in the UFC and missing your NFL parlay, you still practically broke even. It was like you missed out like on 0.18 units. So it's like that's an even
Yeah,
weekend.
it was nice seeing that underdog in
Yeah,
the UFC, but man, that NFL, I was so busted on my picks, man. The Raiders on the spread. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a Chiefs fan
yeah,
too, and I just the Raiders are so bad. I felt like they were gonna get it together for Pete
yeah.
Carroll by now, like at least pick up some momentum. But man, they got
They got
dog walked, like
they literally
truthfully.
just got walked over. And the Chiefs hadn't been looking themselves until more recently too. So I mean I still think that was a
Yeah.
solid play for the value, but I mean we saw the Chiefs really just turn it up all of a sudden like crazy.
Yeah, and then another play that I mean, I don't apologize for nothing.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is gambling at the end of the day, but I was really off about the Atlanta Falcons as well. I thought they were going to ride their hot momentum and beat San Francisco, and man, I got to give San Francisco props. Kyle Shanahan is coach of the year. They just find ways to win. It doesn't matter who's injured, who's
Yeah.
out, they're
They're
going to
gonna
win.
win.
Like the Niners just they have the
Yeah.
recipe, man. They just know how to dog it out and get a good win. So respect to that. The only game I want to say that I was like spot on about was that Bronco and Giants game. Everybody was putting money on the Giants money line because it was juicy,
Yeah.
man. It was like plus 280, and I had said that the Broncos were going to win it, but that if you took that point marginal 1 to 6 points, you would have got the Broncos at like plus 320 on that prop. And again, it's a risky bet, but they did win that, and it was close. The Giants had every opportunity to win that too. That was probably the best
Yeah,
NFL
that
game
was a
this year.
crazy comeback for 8 minutes.